Hey there, guys. So we are going to go over what we're going to do for the day in class. Um, a reminder, please, 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 please be sure that before you get to class or at the very first of each class that you go over here to announcements on the left and check to see what the most current announcement is, because that's where you're going to see this preview video for each class. Okay, it's going to give you all the directions that you need to get started. Um, Over here on the right will be your to-do list. This is all of your assignments that are currently available to you. Your announcement should also show up here, but there's not one there right now because I'm making the announcement for this upcoming day. Okay, so as soon as I finish making it and it gets posted, it will be over here in your to-do list. So reminder, your meeting link is here. If you did not complete the remote learning evaluation last week, please do that so that we can improve your experience, especially while we are remote. And we are trying to kind of ease you into what it's going to look like once we have students back on campus and we still have students remote. So the main thing here is that you really need to watch the announcement ahead of time so that you can ask questions right at the start of class. You know, basically think of that announcement as your homework. Then you can ask questions and we can clarify any directions right at the start of class, because we're still not exactly sure what class is going to look like when we have students in the room and we still have students in their own homes learning remotely. So we're just trying to think ahead and be prepared for us as teachers not being able to be sitting right in front of the computer to answer questions like if a student does this, silently raising their hand. If I'm not sitting right in front of the computer, I'm not going to see that. Okay, so really need to also start focusing on typing questions in the chat during our live sessions. That way, if we don't hear you, if we're working with another student, we can come back and still see your question and then get that addressed. Okay. Now for this week, I collapsed Unit 1 here. You can click on that little triangle. It will collapse it so that it's kind of out of the way, because we're moving on to Unit 2, Rocks and Minerals. Your vocabulary cards are here. Your quizzes assignment is here. It says due August 31st. This is just when it's starting. If you open that assignment, it says it's due 9/21. So that's when that assignment will close and you will no longer have access to it. So between August 31st and September 21st, you need to get that done. Back to Unit 2 here. Okay, so this is all that we have that's posted currently. I decided to start putting dates on here to help you figure out what is going on when. So I hope that this is helpful. Also, if you look at each of these, it has a date right under it. These are the days that we are working on these tasks in class. So for Monday, you have a magnetic serial lab. Now, I can't expect that everyone would have all these supplies at home. So what we have instead is there is the lab being conducted by a scientist at Flinn Scientific. And then you have a lab sheet, basically, that you will fill out here. Now, I just clicked on the continue button down here. You may have to click on a link account button. This is going to give you access to your own copy of this lab that you can click on right here to open. And then as you come back and click on that again, it's not going to be like before where it was make a new copy every time. This will open up your copy. So as you start it, if you don't get to finish it, you can just come back here and reopen it. It'll be there. Okay, so this should make it easier to locate your files instead of having to go into Google Drive and look through recent or try to search for a particular file name. As you complete your lab sheet here, if you need to pause your video, do that. Complete your lab sheet. You will be able to submit right here. And then on my side, I should be able to see that. Unfortunately, even in student view, I can't see exactly what you will. I know that from what my son has turned in, when he has finished an assignment like this, he's got a submit link down here that he clicks to turn in his work. Okay, so since I don't have like a real student view on this, I'm going to rely on you guys on Monday to share with me what your side of things looks like, so that if there are any issues, we can work around that. And if I need to, I can share that document in a different way. Okay. If some of you could, I would really appreciate it if you would look at that ahead of time so that as soon as we get to class on Monday, we can discuss what your view looks like and any issues that you have accessing the documents that you need. Here's to hoping everything goes smoothly on Monday. Have a good rest of your weekend and see you Monday.